appreciate everybody coming. Means a lot for our program to have this kind of support. So, in terms of our season this year, looking forward to seeing how we do in games. I've really enjoyed the practices that our team has been having. This is my 28th year as being a head coach. Never had a team that did not have a returning starter. I've been pretty blessed, I guess. So I'm getting it's a little bit different from that standpoint. We're very inexperienced. We're fortunate. I think we got some new players in that will have to prove themselves, but feel like we can be pretty competitive, and we have. I think the future looks good, but it's for this team, we're definitely a very inexperienced team. But as the girls came in and mentioned, we returned 4 players from last year's team, and we've definitely had a great run going. We've coming off of three straight 20-win seasons, and one of the best seasons in the history of the school last year. And the last 3 years, we've had the best record in the OVC outside of Belmont in conference and in regular season. We played in 2 NITs, and of course last year we were able to go up to Columbus and beat Ohio State. So we've had a lot of momentum, but this year it's definitely different in terms of star power coming back. It's a younger team, and we're relying on some of the players that played last year to give us some big minutes. And but I've like I said, had a blast so far working with the team. They're working very, very hard, and it's a very, very open in terms of who's going to be out on the court. And we've got scrimmage coming up, and we have an exhibition game on November 1st. So looking forward to embarking on a new year here very soon. But the girls have been great, and we have 11 currently on our roster, and we have 2 transfers, and there's a possibility that one of those transfers would be eligible for this year, and would be quite an impact to our team. It's Gabby Crawford. But we have 3 seniors that talked to earlier that all had support. They helped on last year's team. Of course, Bree Jackson had some injuries last year. She's had some plantar fasciitis this year. She's not been able to practice every day, but she means a lot to us. She's been part of all 3 of our 20-win seasons. So, but answer any questions, anything that you guys might have.
Players were kind of talking about how they like the inexperience, but as a coach, I don't think
Not quite as much as they are, but it does bring definitely a lot of enthusiasm to compete every day, and with some of the new players that we have coming in, I think it's been good that we have a lot of open spots, and we really will not know until we probably get into non-conference. And we do have, I feel like, probably the toughest non-conference schedule in the history of the school. Might not have been the year you'd want to do that, but it's sort of been a little tougher to get competitive teams that are schools our size, where we've had so much success the last couple years. So we have 3 Power 5 schools, Kentucky, that we played every year. Coach Mitchell's been very gracious, good to us to play them. We play Michigan State this year, and we go back down to Waco and play Baylor, and we played them last year. Was able to make some threes, made it interesting at times. I think ended up getting more points than a lot of universities that went down there. I think we ended up getting 58 or 59 points at Baylor. So we play those 3. But outside of that, we have Radford, who's won their Big South Conference last year, very strong program. North Carolina A&T has won their conference many times. We have those 2 coming here, and then we are going to Dayton, who has a strong program. We're going to Bowling Green to open the season, team in the MAC. So it's a very difficult schedule. On top of last year, the conference was probably as strong as it's been in many years. And if you look at the top three, they'll probably be projected this year. Belmont loses a great player in Darby. Maggard may open up who could win the league, but they're still probably going to be picked one or two in the league. And outside of that, you got UT Martin, who's a very talented young team coming back, and Tennessee Tech, who upset Belmont last year. They returned 4 or 5 starters. So the top 3 teams are loaded, and outside of that, should be pretty open.
How did it work out to get Gabby in here? Just what was the process that happened there?
She was just open, and we've had a good track record in terms of with transfers. I know she had bigger offers, but I think it worked out well for her, and she's been doing amazing things in practice. She's easily one of the best players I've ever coached. It's just so strong physically with the ball finishes around the basket. She can play, I think, more of a perimeter type player at times. I mean, she's built strong enough to be a power, a 5 player, but she's skilled enough to be a 2-3, a wing player. So, but yeah, I think the success that we've had with some transfers over the last 2 or 3 years definitely helped, and I think our coaching staff, Coach Williams, our recruiting coordinator, did a really good job on getting her here.
How confident do you feel you might be able to get her in this year? And if not, how can she help you? Because obviously it sounds like you practice.
I'm not sure. We feel like there's a good chance that she will be ruled eligible, and definitely if not. The nice thing about her is sometimes with grad transfers or transfers, you're only getting them for 1 or 2 years. But Gabby has potential to play 3 years, so definitely she's definitely be an impact in practice. If not, we're very hopeful that she will be ruled eligible. And we have another young lady who I think could be an all-conference player here for us that will not play this year, Lauren Carter, who played at Campbell. So both of those definitely will be a big impact. So, any coaches loaded back in the back? You probably want to get him up here, but no, it's we're like I said, very enthused, excited to embark on our new season. So
you lose a player like Miranda Crockett. Do you see your game style, the way your game plans this year? I know when you talked before, you're not a big fan of those mid-range 2-point jump shots. But you see you guys playing a lot more outside of the perimeter game.
I'm a big fan if I can hit 50% of those. Miranda had the green light, definitely, but just the analytics. We're going to shoot a lot of threes and try to get to the goal. And Gabby is a player that definitely can pull up and make the pull-up shot. Similar, maybe not the level. Miranda's pretty special on that, but yeah, we probably see more. I think more 3-point shooting where she didn't shoot threes. It's going to have an extra player or two. Our post can shoot threes, so we'll definitely let a lot of 3-point shots go up, and I think you can also track and rebound those a little bit better. So we'll have some green lights for sure. So okay, thank you.